Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning into your mid-May bonus love tarot reading. This will be a 4-card spread for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, having a look to see what's coming up in matters of love. Now please remember this is a general reading and we'll get stuck into it and have a look and see what's coming up for you, Virgo, in matters of love for this mid-May period. Okay, there's a lot happening about give and take, Virgo. Okay, I feel like there's a lot that needs to be evened out or balanced again. Potentially with the Six of Pentacles, something has been one-sided here. You're going to see that sort of distinction, I think, during this mid-May period. What's interesting is you've got the Lion with the Strength card, which is Leo, and then you've got the Emperor, which is Aries. And this is a very, very powerful energy around you, Virgo. Now, sometimes the Lion and the Ram can clash. And that clash, I think, is coming up for you in the Seven of Wands. So this is interesting here. But what I want to say, Virgo, is that you are represented by the Maiden. And I feel like that's you behind the Lion. But you are managing the Lion. So you are going to find more control, or you're going to tame a situation. You're definitely doing something to someone here. I don't know if there's been resistance. I don't know if you feel like you're somewhat forced to be doing something, or you're just sort of going along because you want this person and you're sort of conforming. With the Emperor energy, it can indicate a lot of conforming, because that's what we do for the Emperor. You know, the Emperor is very self-entitled, but the Lion, you know, it's almost like she's got the Lion and the Lion looks up at her. And I think this is you as the Maiden, I do. And also with the Six of Pentacles, I think this is you, in fact, that's in a good position. They've got more to lose than you, Virgo, if that makes any sense at all. I think there is a situation here where it's real that everything is dependent on you, Virgo. Everything is adding up, and it's you. I mean, perhaps unless you're dealing with a Leo or an Aries. I mean, this is strong fire energy, and 3 out of the 4 cards are fire. So there's obviously a fast-paced, very intense energy that's coming up around you in matters of love. The Seven of Wands, this resistance or this argument, or some of you may put up a fight of some kind. There might be something you oppose. There might be something that doesn't particularly sit well with you. I don't know if it's one-sidedness. There could also be someone begging to be back in your life, Virgo. Because again, I don't think it's necessarily you that's put in this position. I think it's someone that is around you, coming to you, approaching you. And it's almost like, I need you, I want you, here I am. And, you know, the Maiden is showing so much affection. So I feel like there is potentially someone who really misses you or wants to reconnect, but they're angry, I think, Virgo. They're angry. If this is not them, it could be you. But there is this sort of, I don't know, I think for some of you Virgos, there's some sort of situation here, and it's almost like you're not letting this person off the hook that easy. I think maybe this follows up to the reading I did for you in the beginning of the month, speaking about forgiveness and deceit or transgression. I think maybe this mid-May part, you're still working through the process. So you're still, I think you're still taking it day by day, and that may be the best approach to whatever the situation is, or whatever it has done between you and your significant other. I still feel like there's an element of resentment or anger. Again, I don't know from whose side this is, but it's coming up in the cards, so it's evidenced in this connection by that Seven of Wands energy. I don't know if someone might even accuse you of something, Virgo. It could be accusations. I often associate that with that Seven of Wands. You can see all these wands are being fired at him, and this character is trying to deflect, trying to counteract. It could even be that someone sort of approaches you and they're coming back to you, Virgo, and they're saying, well, I'm not doing this anymore, and I haven't done that, and look what I've done for you, and look at this, and look at that. You know why? I think it's because they really miss you fussing over them. They miss how interested you used to be. They miss potentially the old times, and I think that's where that anger resides. I think it resides in the fact that they're not getting the same treatment from you as once upon a time. And I think that begging, it's almost like, well, what happened? Where did we go wrong? What did I do? There's a lot of questions, I think. And it's very cyclical. You've got the infinity symbol here with the strength card. So potentially someone is trying to be strong. I think this is you, Virgo. I think you're displaying that character of strength. You're being quite headstrong. You're potentially being quite assertive, quite dominant, quite forward in a situation. And that's really intimidating someone around you. And they're not feeling too good about themselves. I don't think they're feeling very confident about themselves. And I think a lot has to do with the way you've been treating them. So I don't know, Virgo. For some of you, this person could be missing the old you, could be missing the history you've had together when times were different. I guess once upon a time, something was very, very different, and now things have changed. That doesn't mean you can't restore them to what they are, Virgo. I think you're going to be holding very true to yourself, your values, your expectancies, what it is that you want coming into this relationship, how you'd like to be treated. And I think this is a very mature and a very wonderful approach because you need that balance. I think things were really one-sided before potentially, and you were just not having, you weren't having a bar of it. You've had enough. The Emperor has this barren land around him. It looks harsh. It looks intimidating. And I think this is how you're coming across. Whether that is your intention or not, Virgo. So if it's not, just, I guess, be mindful of the words you're saying, the actions, body language. There's a lot of verbal and non-verbal communication cues that people can pick up on, even energetically speaking. If this is your intention to sort of intimidate them or show your fierce side, not the gentle, understanding, caring, zealous Virgo, but the other side of you. If you've been meaning to do that, you're definitely getting your message across. So I definitely feel someone is now understanding the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. So I think they're finally getting the message, Virgo, whatever it is that you're trying to communicate to them. I think they're understanding that. Again, it's a hard pill to swallow, Virgo. I think for this person, I don't think they're going to handle it quite well, and you may see some sort of erratic behavior or displays of behavior. So you'll definitely come into that energy, I think. But look, I will leave your reading at that, Virgo. So thank you again so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please remember this is a general reading, but hopefully there is something here that makes a little bit of sense or can give you a little bit of insight or clarity into your love situation.